What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Blu-ray Tay, and my review is finally here for the HTC 10. So let's go ahead and get into it. First thing first, the design and the build. So if you guys follow HTC, you would know since the HTC M7, but really just since way back in the day, HTC has had some of the best designed smartphones, and starting with the M7, they started with the all unibody aluminum design. So this is the the fourth iteration of the design, and they dropped the 1 in the name, so it is just the HTC 10. And we finally have a fingerprint scanner on. I'll still refer to this as the 1 series, or HTC's flagship series. So we finally have a fingerprint scanner on their flagship smartphone, but unfortunately we lost boom sound, front firing speakers. Instead, there is a speaker here up at the top that uses the speaker from when you're on the phone earpiece, and we have a speaker down here at the bottom. And you know, it's very good quality, but the actual volume isn't, you know, too high. It's just average of the two speakers. The bottom is definitely louder than this one here at the top, but great quality. Like I said, it's just not nowhere near as loud as front firing speakers. Now we do get a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack at the top this time, and this has like some crazy good sound quality. When you plug in a pair of headphones, any type of headphones, it's gonna be some cheap $10 headphones, $20 Apple headphones, or you can plug in some Beats, some Bose, Audio Technica, any type of headphones. I personally have some Beat headphones. Which ones? They're the wireless ones, the newest wireless ones, but I do have a cord to plug in, plug my Beats into these, and this sounds crazy nice. And also in my car, it sounds crazy nice as well. You can also tweak the sound profile when you plug in a pair of headphones. So if you like bass, if you like treble, you know, basically any type, you know, basically tweak the sound to your ear. So that's dope. Starting off in the front, we have a 8 megapixel optical image stabilized front facing camera. So this is the first smartphone with an OIS camera, and this is really good if you're going to be taking low light selfies, or even vlogging, and you know, you don't want a lot of camera shake or anything like that. This is probably going to be one of the best front facing cameras for that. And moving to the back of the device, we have a 12 megapixel optically image stabilized camera, and what this has laser autofocus. Not too really much I can really say about it as far as the specs, but oh yeah, it does have a f1.8 aperture. I think the front also has a 1.8 aperture as well, so that's also, you know, really good for that depth of field bokeh effect. This camera is definitely really good. You know, I haven't used the S7. I've seen some of the S7 pictures, and that's kind of like the staple smartphone camera, kind of like the staple smartphone everyone looks up to so far for this year. I like these photos better looking at comparisons from other videos and websites, because I don't like the over sharpening that's done in the Samsung phones, and the over saturations. The HTC is definitely more true to life. It does have some saturation to it, you know, giving the color some pop, but like I said, it's more true to life. And the video recording is also really good on this camera. It's not shaky or anything like that. The front camera The selfies on here are like best I've ever had from any smartphone. I've had the Nexus 5X, iPhone 6s, Nexus 6P. This is definitely the best front-facing camera I've used out there. So like I said, I don't know how the S7s is or the G5s out of the other two flagship smartphones that were released from Android, or even the OnePlus 3s, but for this one, it's really good. And this fingerprint scanner that we have here is also really fast. As you can see, it's like instant. So definitely a really fast fingerprint scanner. If you want to just check your notifications on your screen, you can double tap your screen, a feature that has always been in HTC that I love. And this was really nice when they didn't have a fingerprint scanner, so you can double tap to wake, double tap for it to go to sleep. Only from the lock screen, unfortunately, but it's still very handy. Now, if you want to just see your notifications without unlocking the phone, you can just go ahead and tap the fingerprint scanner and it will show you everything. You have to actually hold it for it to unlock, so that's also really nice. It does have a quad HD screen. First time on a flagship phone from HTC, they finally made the jump up. Personally, I'm not really a big fan of the whole quad HD thing. I'm okay with 1080, even 750 on the iPhone 6s. The only quad HD screen, in my opinion, that's really dope, that's really nice, are the Samsungs. LG's is okay, but this one is a really nice screen nonetheless. HTC has always had good screens, except for the M9. It was kind of washed out. The only bad thing I can say about the screen is in direct sunlight, it kind of sucks. It doesn't get bright. So other than that, because this is the brightest setting right here, it's not too bright, and it's not dim enough for me either. If you're going to be using that at night, but there's different apps you can download. Twilight is what I use to change the screen up and make it a little bit darker. But yeah, in the sunlight, the screen isn't too good. Now, looking at the software of the phone, the software is definitely dope. HTC Sense software, and it's almost stock Android. You pull down, look at your notification bar, or shade. It looks exactly like a Nexus phone, and you can rearrange everything. Then there's no duplicate of apps, so when you get the phone, you have Google Photos instead of HTC Gallery. You have the Google Clock. All of Google's apps, and HTC doesn't repeat the apps. What you can actually do is go into the Play Store and go ahead and download whatever apps you're interested in getting from HTC. Basically. Come on, keyboard. And this is something, I've had this phone, I pre-ordered it, I've had it since it came out. I've been noticing some type of lag here and there. It's a very fast phone, but it has been acting a little crazy lately. So I'm gonna go ahead and clear all my apps and go back into Play Store, see if my keyboard will come up. Nope, which is crazy. Alright. Okay, so I guess I can't search anything and show you guys. But if we swipe to the left, we have blink feed, and you do have the option of turning blink feed on or off. Basically, it's a curated news app, and you can specify which types of content you're interested in. Sports, technology, world news, anything that you're interested in. Go ahead and hop into it and read it. And it uses News Republic. What else can I tell you about this device? if we go back to the hardware, we do have a volume rocker, just a solid volume rocker, and it's raised up, and we have a rigid power button, so that way if you're not looking, at the actual device, you can just feel which one is which. So that's really nice. And over here on the right side, we have a nano SIM card slot. On the left side of the phone, we have a micro SD slot, and it's capable of holding SD cards up to 200 gigs. I have a 128 gig SD card in here now, and it works very good. You can save your apps onto it, or just your music and media files like videos and things like that. The camera interface, it's very simple. It's definitely different from past HTC phones, and it's kind of reminds me of the iPhone, but with a lot more features. So basically, to start it off, we have rear facing camera. If you want to hop into video, just click the red button when you want to start. We can go to the selfie camera right here, go back to the front facing camera. We also can toggle our flash, our HDR, and if we just pull this down, you can adjust if you want a timer set when you hit the shutter button, the ratio, and how many megapixels you want the picture to be. Zoe camera, which is nothing more than a live video. It's just like Apple's live videos, but Zoe was out first, so I could, let me see if I can get into the phone. Let me see, do I have to hold it? Just press it, and boom, there's my live video. And that's it, and it shows it as if it's a picture and you just play it. So I think Apple implementation of it is better, but HTC's is more fun because they do have a Zoe editor app, and you can go ahead and put together multiple clips, multiple photos, add a theme music and everything, and then share it. So it's definitely really cool. We have a panorama mode. We have pro mode if you want to go ahead and manually adjust the settings, which is definitely nice. You can adjust our adjust our exposure levels, our white balance, the ISO, the actual focus, and the shutter speed. So it's really nice if you're into photography, if you want to switch it up. Selfie photo, selfie video, and then there's more settings like the grid, turning on geotags for location, shutter sounds. You can use the volume buttons for shutter or zoom, and you can change where you want to store your photos internally or on your SD card. And of course, the battery, 3,000 milliamp battery on here. The battery is definitely dope. It'll last you a couple days if you use it, I say moderately. So I've been getting like about 4 hours of screen on time. I've gotten over it some days, maybe like 420, 425. Some days I've gotten like 345, 350. It all depends on your brightness and what you're doing on your phone. I don't really play any games. As you guys can see, I did not too long ago download the Pokemon Go app. I want to check that out. But I don't play games or anything like that. The most taxing to the battery is probably YouTube for me, and the camera. So it has very good battery life. It charges really fast. Has new USB Type-C connection, and it comes with a fast charger finally inside of the box. And it actually, and it's not Type C to Type C. It's Type C to the old standard, so you can plug it into an older computer that doesn't have a Type C, or an older power adapter that doesn't have Type C, and then plug the Type C into this end, which is really nice. And yeah, battery is definitely pretty good. It charges really fast. And initially, something I didn't like about the phone is that the wideness of it, because this is a 5.2 inch screen, up from the 5.0 screens that were on like the one M8 and M9. But it's definitely it's a little thicker phone, but the sides are pretty sleek. It tapers down, and you really have to like hold the phone in person and see it in person, because it does play with light pretty nicely, and it's pretty hefty. I dropped this phone like 2 or 3 times the first day I got it, and it got some scratches on it up here, some at the bottom, and a little bit over here. But it's been good. It's been rugged. I prefer to use it without the case. Like how it contours to your hand instead of just being flat. This feels good. You know, it's very ergonomic. Phone is a little bit hefty, but after a while you definitely get used to it. And I don't know, it's just a really great phone. I know it does have IP52 dust and water resistance, so it's not as good as the Galaxy S7. I think it has IP68, so it's like full waterproof for like maybe like 30 minutes or something like that. This is good if you're like caught in the rain or you splash water on it or something like that. You'll be good. But yeah, man, I think you guys should definitely check this out. It's definitely a little bit pricey. I got it, like I said, I pre-ordered it, so I got it for $600 instead of $700. I think is the going price for this phone now. And I know the HTC Nexus should be coming out in the next couple of months, sometime in like September or October, probably October, after the iPhone event in September. So this could be going down, or it might just be a good idea to actually wait till the HTC Nexus comes out and kind of seeing what's on that device or what it has to offer. And a good thing about HTC going forward is they're going to offer their launcher for other devices. Right now it's in like a beta program for testers, but basically you'll be able to put this on almost any Android device. So you know, they're kind of doing bad financially, so that might be the next move for them, to just kind of offer their software services and maybe just sell them in a Play Store or something like that. But hopefully they can bounce back, because they do make solid devices. You know, outside of a few like lagginess or here and there, for the most part I don't really get that with this phone. It's really fast, or with my HTC phones in the past. I've always kind of switched between HTC and iPhones, but for some reason I'm kind of gravitating to staying with the HTC device. And also there's this HTC Themes app, which is really cool. So you know, you guys may be looking like my icons down here at the bottom, like, why are they so dark? And you know, some of these Google apps, basically you can go into the HTC theme store and change the whole look of your phone to something else. The icons, you know, your wallpaper, the typography, you know, the fonts, everything, and you know, it'll look like a completely different phone. And they have freestyle layouts. I haven't really played with those. Let me see if I can apply one really quick though. Show you guys. Think outside of the box. Let's just go ahead and jump into it. So I've never used it. I think it's more like a kiddish type thing, but it could be possibly cool. Let's see if it'll open up. Alright, so basically instead of app icons, you have just kind of like just different designs. So phone, take me into the phone. I'll go back. It's credit card. It's a Play Store. You know, when you want to spend money. Or a watch. It looks like an Apple Watch, ironically, on the HTC for the clock. A big camera for the camera. So, you know, this is pretty cool if you just want something really different. And that's the best thing about Android. You know, you can make it yours. But yeah, definitely check out the HTC 10. I definitely recommend it. And it is my favorite phone, period. Got Android or iPhone. Definitely my favorite phone, my go-to phone, my daily driver. So I recommend it fully. Probably would give it like 9 out of 10. I don't know what really could make it better. Just maybe like some type of wowing feature. That's the only thing that's missing. If you subtract that from the equation, it's definitely a 10 out of 10 because I can definitely see, you know, this is a perfect smartphone. Everything is cohesively put together, and it has a very good user experience. So, and it, you know, checks all the criteria. So that was my review of the HTC 10. If I missed anything or you guys have any questions, like I said, I've been using it ever since you know, it was first shipped out from the pre-orders. So I've had it for some months now. Just hit me up, let me know in the comment section, and subscribe. I'll probably do some more videos on the phone, like specifics of the phone, where I can kind of show you guys like tips and tricks and how I kind of like make this my own device. So thanks for watching. I know it's a pretty long review, but once again, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for some more amazing content. Thank you guys. Peace.